The City Council Committee on Ordinances, Licenses, and Legal Affairs will meet in person on Thursday, January 11th, 2024 at 6:15 p.m. for the purpose of discussing licenses to be granted, sea-worms, and second-hand clothing licenses. This meeting will be held in City Council Chambers, 93 Washington Street, Salem, Massachusetts, second floor. Please click on the link found in the agenda, password 215020, or telephone 888-475-4499 or 877-853-5257. The webinar ID is 894-6929-8881. The City Council Committee on Ordinances, Licenses, and Legal Affairs met in Council Chamber on January 11th, 2024 at 6:15 p.m. for the purpose of discussing sea-worm licenses and secondhand clothing. Notice of this meeting was posted on January 9th, 2024 at 2:03 p.m. Absent from the committee are none. Okay, so for the new members here, which we have a few new members, these licenses come before the City Council and first come to the OLA committee. Before they come to our committee, though, they make sure that all their taxes are up to date and all of, everything checks out from like legal taxes, if there's a police background check that's needed. All that stuff's done before it comes to the committee. So tonight we have sea-worms, and we give those licenses because the sea-worms are from city property. So that's why they need a license. They're from our beaches. And then secondhand clothing is just a license that's given through the city clerk's office. So first up for sea-worms, we have Paul Lynch, Timothy Lynch, Jose Mercado, and Joe Mendonca. And again, all of them are all set to go. So I will take a motion. Councillor Cohen.
Thank you, Chair Morcillo. I move that we refer a positive recommendation of granting the licenses to the three applicants.
There's four applicants.
Four applicants.
So Councillor Cohen moves to refer back to the council with a positive recommendation, seconded by Councillor Watson-Felt. All those in favor? The matter carries 5-0. And then we have a secondhand clothing for Boston Street resale. Councillor Cohen.
Thank you, Chair Morcillo. I move that we refer with a positive recommendation the granting of a license to secondhand clothing, Boston Street resale.
Seconded by Councillor Watson-Felt. All those in favor? All those opposed? The matter carries 5-0. Okay. This is our first meeting, so I do want to say that there's two items in our committee that I'm working on getting in front of everyone. The one is the study of the right on red throughout the city. If you go to the share drive, which I hope the new councilors have been able to do that, if you go to the share drive, and this is for actually anyone in the room, if you go to the right on red folder under 2024, you'll see the map that's in there that was provided by the Traffic and Parking Department. They went through every light in the city and said what the ordinance states, what is actually on the light as far as what's allowed and what's not allowed. And so we're going to use that in further meetings. I'm trying to get those started. It's going to be a series of meetings. It's not just one meeting. It's going to be broken down by parts of the city so that residents can attend the ones that are important to them and give public comment, feedback, and so we'll go through all of those. The second one is has to do with Green Lawn Cemetery and a request being made to update the ordinance to reflect how to handle personal items left on cemetery plots. And so anyways, we're waiting for the cemetery people in charge there to come up with their policy so that we can discuss it and decide whether to change the ordinance. So those are the two things right now. I'm sure we'll get more during the year, but I'm trying to work through addressing those two as soon as possible. Any questions? Our usual meeting date for OLA is Thursdays because this committee does meet more regularly. We do try to use the Thursdays in between city council meetings. So I will say I am trying to book the Thursdays starting February 1st through the middle of March to handle at least the Right on Red stuff. It's going to be probably 4 meetings altogether. So just keep that in the back of your mind. If you can clear your schedule for those Thursdays, that would be great. Anything else? Usually 6 o'clock we start from the city council meetings. And then we have OLA and A&F are reserved starting at 6 o'clock the nights before the city council meetings in case we have to do licenses or if A&F has to do something before the meeting. So don't always use them, but they're there in case. So we'll know 2 weeks ahead of time. The previous meeting, we'll know if we have to meet. Okay? All right. I will take another motion. Awesome. Councilor Harvey motions to adjourn. All those in favor? We are adjourned. Thank you.